All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Meet and my brother is Monis, and together we make simple, beginner-friendly finance lessons. Last time we covered rate of return, and today we're building onto that with one of the most powerful ideas in all of finance, which is compound interest. Some people even call it the eighth wonder of the world, but sounds dramatic, but honestly, it's kind of true. So let's get into it. All right, first, the piggy bank, right? So let's start with a question. Say you put $100 into a savings account that pays 10% every year. After year one, you've got $110. Easy enough. But here's the real question. In year two, how do you earn that 10% on just your original $100 or on the full $110? The one tiny difference is that the entire idea behind compound interest and it changes everything about how fast your money grows. All right, next, the definition. Compound interest is interest calculated on your original amount plus all the interest you've already earned. In other words, your money earns money, and then that money earns money too. It snowballs on itself. This is different from simple interest, which only ever pays you based on your original amount every single time. And the longer your money compounds, the bigger and faster the snowball gets. All right, next we go to the formula. Here's the formula. A equals P times 1 plus R raised to the power of T. All right, so let's break that down. A is the final amount, what you end up with. P is the principal, what you started up with. R is your rate of interest, written as like a decimal, like 0.10 for 10%. And T is time, which is how many years it compounds. Don't worry about the exponent looking scary. We're about to plug in real numbers and then it'll click immediately. All right, so next, the worked example. So let's use our piggy bank example. $100 at 10% interest for 3 years. So year one, you got $100 times 1.10, which equals $110. Year two, you get 110 times 1.10, which is $121. And then year three, you get 121 times 1.10, which equals 133.10, which is $103.10. All right, notice something. Each year, the amount of interest you earn gets a little bigger. First, it's $10, then $11, and then $12.10. That's because you're earning interest on your interest. After 3 years, you've got $133.10, which is not just $130, which is what simple interest would have given you. All right, next we get simple versus compound interest. So let's zoom out and see why this matters at bigger numbers. Say you invest $1,000 at 8% per year for 20 years. With simple interest, you would end up with $2,600. With compound interest, you'd end up with $4,661. Same starting amount, same interest rate, but compounding earns you $2,601. I mean, $2,061 more just because the interest keeps building itself on itself over time. So next, time is your best friend. Here's the part that really matters, time. Let's compare two people both investing $200 a month at a 7% return until the age of 65. So person A starts at age 25. That's 40 years of compounding. By 65, they'd have roughly $524,000. Person B starts at age 35, just 10 years later, and that's only 30 years of compounding. By 65, they'd have roughly $244,000. 10 extra years, more than double the amount, the final amount. That's the power of starting early. Time does most of the heavy lifting for you in these cases. All right, next we get the quick recap. Let's recap what we covered. First, compound interest means you earn interest on your interest. Second, the formula is A equals P times 1 plus R to the power of T. Third, it grows faster than simple interest over time. And fourth, starting early matters more than anything else. All right, now it's your turn. Quiz question. You invest $500 at 10% annual compound interest. How much do you earn after 2 years? Pause the video, work it out, and drop your answer in the comments. Next, we have the final, outro. And that's compound interest. The reason starting early is basically the best financial advice anyone can give you. If this helped, like the video, subscribe for more beginner-friendly finance lessons, and let us know in the comments if you got the quiz right. Next time, we're covering budgeting, what a budget actually is, and why you need one. See you in the next one. Thank you so much.